much, Peter, for hosting us today and for emceeing, and good afternoon to all of you here. I'm joined by Rick Wilson, Alberta's Minister of Mental Health and Addiction. Also, you will hear from Jared Nielsen, Executive Director of Last Door Recovery Society, and Alison Cree McSweeney, Executive Director for the International Avenue BRZ. Nice to see you as well, Mayor Gondek. Nice to see you as well, MP Jasraj Holland, and nice to see you as well, Councillor Chabot. We are also joined by others who work on the front lines to heal those struggling with addiction. It's challenging work, and I have the deepest appreciation for your commitment to Albertans with substance abuse and addiction issues. Addiction can be a dark place of despair and devastation. It brings pain to those who are struggling and feelings of helplessness for their families and loved ones. It also takes a huge toll on society. The social cost, as well as the impact of on Alberta's economy and our justice and healthcare systems, is more than $7 billion annually. When our government took office, we refused to stand idly by. We also refused to feed the cycle of addiction by making illegal drugs more accessible, like many other governments have done. Under our government's leadership, Alberta is on the forefront in addressing mental health and addiction. Since 2019, we've been focused on a new and better approach, the Alberta Recovery Model, a comprehensive system of mental health and addiction care that includes prevention, treatment, and recovery. We're focused on increasing access to treatment, removing barriers to care, and making treatment immediately available. And we're seeing some early signs of success. In 2024, opioid deaths in Alberta decreased by 39% compared to 2023. Prescribed opioid overdoses are near zero, and deaths from methamphetamine and alcohol are down significantly. And all of that is helping to ease the pressures on our healthcare system. In 2024, EMS responses associated with opioid-related events were down by 37% compared to 2023, and emergency department visits related to opioids decreased by 26%. Hospitalizations related to opioids decreased by 10%. So far in 2025, every month with reported numbers has had lower opioid deaths than the same month in the last 4 years. These numbers tell a story. What we're doing is working, but we of course do have more work to do. That's why I'm so very proud to announce the official opening of the Calgary Recovery Community. This is Alberta's 4th recovery community, expanding the network of recovery communities already open in Lethbridge, Red Deer, and Gunn near Edmonton, and moving us closer to our goal of establishing 11 recovery communities across Alberta by 2027. Today's opening will bring hope and help to men suffering addiction in and around Calgary. The 74-bed facility will offer time, structure, and support, including a range of services to help clients pursue recovery and rebuild their lives. Clients may stay here for up to a year, but we know that life and its struggles continue beyond their time at the facility, and that's why staff will help clients develop a transition plan to access ongoing support before they leave. The goal is for each client to leave the recovery community drug-free, ready for work, or to begin training, and with a solid plan to get continued help from strong connections close to home. We're partnering with the Last Door Recovery Society to achieve that goal. They have the experience and commitment to recovery-focused care, and they're the right choice to lead this life-changing work. Every Albertan deserves the opportunity to heal, reconnect with their community, and rediscover their purpose.
Yes! That's awesome!
And every Albertan who is struggling with addiction deserves help to recover and rebuild so that they can go on to lead a healthy, happy, and fulfilling life. Many Albertans have their own stories of recovery, and many more will walk through these doors in the future. And all of you, I admire your courage, and I am inspired by your strength to change your life. I wish you all the very best. I also want to thank the team at the Calgary Recovery Community, the Last Door Recovery Society, and everyone who has worked so hard to make this project possible. And now I'd like to invite Minister Rick Wilson to share more details about this facility.
Thank you, Premier, and thank you everyone for coming today to help me join in opening the Calgary Recovery Community. This is an exciting day. I literally had goosebumps this morning. I met the founder of the Last Door this morning at breakfast, and there's so many good people that work in this field that it's just an honor to be part of it. I see Mayor Gondek is here with us. Thank you for making the time, and Councillor, MP. What a proud and hopeful day as we celebrate the grand opening of Alberta's 4th recovery community, located in one of our province's largest urban communities, of course. The facility we are currently standing in is going to be a place of healing and transformation, offering those struggling with addiction the support, the structure, and the time they need to rebuild their lives. Recovery communities are an important part of the work being done under the Alberta Recovery Model, and they focus on ensuring anyone struggling with their mental health and addiction has access to the evidence-based care needed to pursue their recovery. Since 2019, we've made significant strides to accomplish this goal, including eliminated user fees for publicly funded treatment, expanding access to same-day addiction medicine treatment through the virtual opioid dependency program, and adding more than 10,000 publicly funded live-in addiction treatment spaces. We know the need is great, which is why our government is continuing to invest in building facilities. Sorry, I've just seen the need out there and it's heartbreaking. It's going to increase mental health and addiction capacity in Alberta. This includes building 11 recovery communities, like Premier said, across the province, 5 of which are being built in partnership with Indigenous communities. Recovery communities in Lethbridge, Red Deer, and Gunn are currently open, and the impact of these facilities that are making on the lives of those struggling with addictions is remarkable. Our top priority is providing more Albertans with access to the holistic and the therapeutic care within recovery communities. Once completed, these 11 recovery communities are going to add more than 700 long-term addiction treatment beds to the mental health and addiction care system. That's going to provide more than 2,000 people a year with a path to recovery. And that's what today is all about, opening the doors to a facility that's going to serve as a home while residents focus on their recovery. We did this with a capital investment of more than $9 million, supported by the development of the Calgary Recovery Community. Renovating this vacant government-owned facility allowed us to expand access to long-term addiction treatment in the heart of Calgary, where addiction treatment capacity is critically needed. This 74-bed facility began welcoming its first clients just in August. I see some of them back here. This is amazing. Residents here are already receiving comprehensive evidence-based treatment, and that includes individuals and group therapy, the development of healthy habits and social skills, employment training, and supports to set residents up for success once they're ready to leave their recovery community. Our goal is that when clients leave this community, they do so with renewed purpose and the tools they're going to need to live healthy, purpose-filled lives. To this end, we've partnered with Last Door Recovery Society, a nationally recognized leader in addiction treatment, to operate the recovery community. Their extensive experience in delivering evidence-based addiction treatment programs is going to provide every person who walks through those doors with the help that they need. With this new space, hundreds of Albertans each year are going to have the opportunity to rebuild their lives, reconnect with their communities, and rediscover their purposes. This recovery community, it's more than just a building. It's a symbol of hope, resilience, and the belief that recovery is possible for everyone. And you're going to hear me say that a lot. It is possible for everyone. Above all, it's a place for people to build a brighter future, not only for themselves, but their families, loved ones, and the communities surrounding them. I just want to again thank everybody for being here to help us celebrate this important milestone. And I'm going to invite Jared